Alright. Um, I am fluffing hay, and I'm waiting until a few people get on to make sure y'all can hear me before I talk about what's happened. And I want to, this is going to be kind of short. Hey, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I've got something I want to tell y'all that's happened. And yes, it does involve the drone. And this is the first live stream I've done while I'm working. I hear you just fine. Good deal. Okay. The drone has crashed. It happened yesterday. And there's going to be some changes made. I was just going to make a video of this real quick. Hello, New Jersey. How you doing? I was going to make a quick video of this, but I've never done a live stream while I was in field. So I figured, why not do it now and just make a video this way. It crashed. I was mowing hay yesterday, and I had it tracking me behind me, following me, which is about the only thing it'll do when you got it in that mode. And I was driving out through there, across the field. I had done filmed everything. I was nearly done. I was about to get the drone and land it. And I was waiting till I got to the end of that field, and I went down a hill, and there's these huge white oaks on that farm. They're real tall, and my dad called me. Normally, yesterday was our sale day at the cattle auction, and I normally don't get any phone calls from my dad unless there's something wrong. And normally, if I'm flying the drone, I'll avoid or bypass the call or whatever, forward it, and then I'll let me flip y'all around here so if I can, maybe. Yeah, here we go. That way y'all at least watch what I'm doing. Normally I'll bypass the call until I get the drone stopped. Well, it was in follow me mode, and I decided that normally it just stops whenever I stop, when it's following me. So I answered the phone call, and the drone didn't stop, long story short, and it flew in the top of a huge oak tree, probably about like that big one over there, probably about right in the top of it, because I had it pretty high so it wouldn't hit trees. But at the angle I was going down the hill, the drone was following me, so it kind of got below the tree line. And when it did, it got into the tree, and then it decided to get into a fight with a tree limb, a shotgun, and a fishing pole. So this is going to be an interesting story, to say the least. Yeah, I could. The drone was probably 50 foot up in the air, or 40 foot, anyway, and I could not get the drone down from climbing the tree to cut the limb down, because the tree was trunk was probably as big around as this cab, so it's impossible to climb the tree. And I don't have any climbing gear with boots or anything like linemen use or nothing like that. So there was no way for me to get up the tree. So I couldn't cut the limb down. It was a pretty big limb that it was on, but it hung on little twigs on the end. So I got the idea I was going to take a fishing pole and tie a stick to the end of the fishing pole, just a small stick, so that way I could throw it up there, hook a limb, and jerk the limb enough to maybe it fall off. Well, I hooked the limb after probably an hour of trying to get a fishing pole that high. I don't know if y'all have ever tried to throw a fishing line straight up or out and up, but it's very hard. I went up and finally hooked the limb, and I jerked on the thing, I don't know how long. I worked probably yesterday an hour and a half trying to get this drone out of the tree. And because I wanted to at least get it down, so if I got it down, I could fix it. Because I knew it had damage because I crashed it. And I couldn't get the thing out of the tree, jerking on it with a fishing line. So I finally give up. I had a 410 shotgun in the truck. I shoot mistletoe down all the time with that gun. And I decided what I was going to do was try to shoot the two little limbs that it was hanging straight down, and there's two limbs going between the motor propellers on it, on each side of it. And I figured, well, there's probably about 1.5 feet above the drone. So I figured, well, I'll just shoot the sticks loose, or the limbs loose. 15 rounds later, I finally got one of the limbs to break. And I was using 7.5 shot shells. I went to the house and got those. So that way, if I didn't use a number 5 shot, it would have been too wide and it could have hit the drone. So I wanted to use something that would hold tight. So that's what I did. I went home. I got number 7. I had 7.5 shot shells there for squirrel hunting that I like to use with that gun, and I wound up and shot one of them down, limbs down. It fell about a foot, and then I went back to the fishing line that was still hung in the tree, and I went to jerking on it, and I jerked and jerked probably for another 10 minutes, jerking, because at that point I was afraid if I shot it anymore by where it fell to, I was going to damage the drone by shooting it. So it finally fell. After that, I loosened it up enough when I broke that one limb that it came down. Well, when it came down, it had broken props. One of the props on it was broke. The prop guards on it were broken, and the camera does not work anymore. Well, the camera quit working because the only way I could get it down was to shoot that limb off. So a BB went through the camera. That's the only thing that got hit. And what do you know, it's the most expensive thing on the whole entire drone that I found out last night to replace. So now I've got to pay to fix this drone. And the drone is only used for YouTube, and I can't afford to fix the drone right now. So the news is there's not going to be any drone footage for a little while. And it sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. This is my hobby. I do this for fun. And y'all know I don't really try to make money off of this. The only reason I even put what ads I do put on the videos is because YouTube won't push the videos without me doing it. But the music is going to come to an end for a little while, and I'm going to start running more ads. I bumped up last night. Most of the videos now are going to have 2 ads on them, and I hate to do it. I really do, because one of my pet peeves about watching YouTube videos is all the ads. I just can't stand the ads. I hate even putting them on there. So I'm going to have to put ads on to try to get enough money out of this little deal. I don't know how long it's going to take, because the channel's not that big, so it may take me a while to get up enough money to fix the drone, but it's going to cost me quite a bit to fix the drone. But I tore it apart last night, and the sucky part is you have to tear apart the entire drone just to get the camera out. I had to pull the chip out, all the pieces, the motor on the inside, or fan motors and everything out of the inside of that thing. Luckily, there's a YouTube video on how to do it, and I just watched it and followed the guy's instructions through it all. So. But I wound up and I got it out, and now it's going to cost me quite a bit of money. So no more drone for a while. I hate it, but if you notice that there's more ads, that's why I don't want to do it, but it is what it is. So, anyway, but I'm fluffing hay today, and I seen where somebody wrote, did this get rained on? Yes, it got rained on. It got an inch of rain last night on it when they said it wasn't going to rain, but it rained anyway. And now I'm tedding it out. Tomorrow we're going to try to bale everything, even if it's green, because they're hollering more rain now that they changed the forecast after that. And I've got to try to get it all baled. I've got probably, right now, we've probably got 55 to 60 acres on the ground. That's got to be baled all tomorrow. So I'm going to be running both balers. If that works out, hopefully nothing will happen and we can get both balers. I may try to rake some today. But I don't know. We cut this field with it, planning on it raining, and raining on it the day we cut it, which generally won't hurt it too bad as long as it doesn't rain on it too much. And it just come a little shower, and that was all it was supposed to do. And then after that, it was supposed to be pretty. Well, instead, it's rained nearly every day. Go figure. And now we're in a bind. So, yeah, I got about 55, 60 acres. Normally, we cut down a little more than that at one time. That's one of the biggest things that kills us. Is it takes me forever to get enough hay on the ground to get a good day's baling up for us. The Klaus, I bale quite a bit. It takes running one mower 2 days to get enough for me to bale for one day. See, morning from Missouri. How you doing, buddy? Um, it takes quite a while to get. That's one of the biggest things that's cost us a lot of time. It's not curing it out or fluffing the hay or any of that. It's just cutting hay. Another thing I kind of need to talk about a little bit. Some of y'all said that me and DLH needed to get together and talk about his tractor. We've talked about it. Talked about it a good while ago with him. Me and him talk pretty frequently. Don't really off of social media and everything about different things. And if you don't know who DLH is, he's got another channel, it's DLH Farms. He's got a tractor just like mine, a 4710. His has got a burning too much urea or DEF fluid. He's burning about twice what I am, so he's got an issue. I know he said Massey and his dealer was looking into it. But if you want to, check his channel out. He's a really nice guy. I think a lot of DLH. And his channel, he kind of like mine. He works for his family for their construction company, and then he does hay on the side. And yeah, he's got a great channel. You never know what he's going to have on his channel. It's kind of like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. So, but anyway, I just kind of wanted to give y'all a little update about what's going on and what happened. Yes, the cheaper the DEF is, the faster it will go through it. That's because the quality's poor. What's going on, Thomas? I hope you didn't have no hay on the ground like me. But I just kind of want to give y'all a little update. Maybe y'all might know why there's more ads running on the channel. It's just to try to get the good deal. Glad somebody did. Just to get the money up to pay to fix the drone, because it adds a lot to the channel, and that's why I got it. And I've been out a lot of money on this YouTube deal out of my pocket, which was fine because it's a hobby for me. I'm not out to make money, but the other day I spent a little bit on another camera trying to get it fixed. That tore up on me, and right now I don't have the money to spend on fixing that drone. So I'm just going to try to get it out of YouTube so that maybe that way I can get it back going quicker. If I can't get it, depending on how long it takes, I may just go ahead and bite the bullet and try to save up enough money to get it fixed. But hopefully I can get it back going again, because I know that brings a whole nother level to these videos and y'all really like it. So. But anyway, I have a DJI. It is a Spark. DJI Spark. One downside to that drone, it has no sensors on the back side of it or the sides, only in the front. So if the drone is flying backwards, when you're flying it at a shot, looking back, and you're going backwards, it cannot sense trees or something. And sometimes those things don't stop on a dime because it's flying at 5 miles an hour. And if you're not paying attention to the screen, it can go into a tree. But the deal was with that was because I got that phone call that I had to take. I should have forwarded the call and just stopped the drone. It's my fault, but it is what it is. So Do I have carry refresh on it? No, I do not. I didn't even know at the time I bought the drone. They did not have that, as far as I knew. I looked last night, and now they have it. Probably should have it, but by the time I paid for the basically insurance for it through them, and then paid the fee when you send it in with a Spark, I mean, a little bit more money you could probably pay just to fix it on most stuff. Now, like this, this is a different problem. I could have replaced the entire chip in that thing and the board and everything for less than what this camera is going to cost to replace. You might know what I break is the most expensive part on it. I just have that kind of luck. But anyway, I'm running the 383. I got the prone on the back. Just fluffing this stuff out, trying to get it to dry. Dad's running the McCormick with the other one too at the other field. This field's probably 15, 20 acres, and then the other field that he's at's 40 something acres. So, and I've got to go there and I got to go there and help him when I get done here. The repair to cost the thing is probably a little over half what a new one would be. So I was contemplating actually just getting another drone, just the drone and not all the other crap that comes with it, and just using my old one as a parts, but my wife did not think too much of that idea. So, yeah, I'm going to try to fix the one I've got. Hindsight, or if I had it to do over again, I would have gotten a better drone than I've got with more sensors on it. Because of this, if you're interested in getting a drone, make sure you get one with as many sensors on it as you can, from front to back to the sides, because that'll keep you from flying into stuff like I did. But see y'all later. Thank you for watching, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you would, please share the videos, or just tell your friends about it, to help get people coming to watch the videos. It might help get the thing paid for a little quicker. But I hate to ask that of anybody, but it's kind of, to get it in the air faster, it might help. But thank y'all, and I'll see you next time.